Hello from Eccess episode 72, where things are amazing and next-gen-y and full of famous developers. Come on over and see for yourself. We've got Hideo Kojima in Eccess all areas. We get locked inside Games Hammersmith branch with God of War Ascension and a bunch of eager fans. And we check out the new Assassin's Creed, yes, already in PlayStation Briefing. First up though, the clocks are going forward a month early to the future. It's time to check out the PS4.
Since PlayStation 4 was announced, we've ditched actually playing games in favour of discussing why it's going to be amazing. So having carefully decided on a sensible name, we've replaced our regular game of the week with our top 5 reasons PlayStation 4 is more awesome than being alive. Reason 1. The DualShock 4. Like waking up and finding out you've become a massive robot, the DualShock 4 is both reassuringly familiar and beautifully different. The basic shape is still an ergonomic wonder, meaning that 18 years of muscle memory won't be wasted and will still be amazing at Uncle Bean on Bishi Bashi Special. But sensible changes include redesigned analog sticks with extra perches and triggers that are actual triggers. Old friends start and select make way for new ones called Options and Share, and there's also a touchpad, built-in motion controls, and a light that makes the controller look a bit like Isaac's rig in Dead Space. I mean, come on! Reason number 2 is Killzone Shadowfall, because just when we were ready to never be surprised by pure graphics muscle ever again, this happened. City, guns, blue, even that bit of rope. Guerrilla's brutal series always brings the best out of PlayStation hardware, and Shadowfall is ideally placed to show off PlayStation 4's technical sexy by lifting the series out of the harsh icebound murk of Helghan and sticking it in a sky above a city more gorgeous than anything in the history of sci-fi. Reason number 3 is Watch Dogs, which is now confirmed as a PS4 launch title, meaning the new console will be the best way to experience Ubisoft's open world hack everything up. Mix this with slow motion shooting, the kind of sexy parkour Ubisoft have perfected in Assassin's Creed, and a tech theme that's so now it's eradicated all other tenses, and you have something that doesn't so much push our buttons as access them wirelessly and then, well, pushes them but from the inside. Being decisive types, number 4 is every other game we know is coming, and in our defence they all look amazing. The visuals of Knack, the dragons in Deep Down, the car porn of Drive Club, the turning into smoke of infamous Second Son. And extra impatience is reserved for the so secret it's still mostly screenshots Destiny from Bungie, which offers an always online science fiction universe to shoot with guns, Jonathan Blow's peaceful puzzler The Witness, which also sounds like a medieval banquet in heaven, and whatever Media Molecule are making with a Move motion controller, which looks both completely inexplicable and like something we want to play now, if not sooner. Which can only mean that number 5 is some other brilliant things PlayStation 4 can do. That means using tablets and smartphones as a second screen with the PlayStation 4, the plan to have every PlayStation 4 game playable on PS Vita, and the ability to try games almost instantly thanks to the PS4's cloud technology. Although we're even more excited about the ability to stream games, play virtually alongside friends, and use the DualShock 4's share button to upload clips of whatever we're playing, which we'll be doing very carefully to suggest that we're much better at games than we actually are. PlayStation 4 then, more awesome than being alive, and great for living a lie. We'll have more on the future of gaming very soon.
Basting our ignorance in hot news marinade now, it's time for your PlayStation Briefing. It's only been 3 months since Connor's tree-hopping adventure through revolutionary America in Assassin's Creed 3, and already Ubisoft are hard at work on a sequel. We tracked the developers to a top-secret location, alright, it was London, to ask what we can expect from Assassin's Creed 4.
He absolutely spent a lot of time thinking about how the world of pirates and the world of assassins could jive together, and one of the great things about this game is that you can be on land, jump onto your ship seamlessly, take to the water, look through your spyglass, and you'll have numerous options available to you. Convoys to rob, military ships to avoid, or indeed islands to explore.
Carrying on the theme of sequels, here's a game with 14 in the title, surrounded by the words Final Fantasy and A Realm Reborn. We caught up with producer Naoki Yoshida for a chat about PS3's first MMORPG.
This title is the latest title in the Final Fantasy franchise, which has 25 years of history. Not only is this the latest title, but it is also an MMORPG, which we are in the final stages of creating.
And what about PS4, Yoshida-san?
It's going to be easier than making the version for the PS3 with a higher spec next generation platform, because we have a high spec PC version already.
And finally, sliding down the graphics ladder from OMG to LOLs is Hotline Miami, a charming old-school top-down shooter about rifling people into a paste of smeary red pixels while listening to a thumping soundtrack. It's also about an alternative 1989 Miami, being really fast and really, really violent. The game is due this spring on both PS3 and PlayStation Vita and comes with full cross-buy support, allowing you to play both versions with a single purchase. That's your lot for briefing this week. We'll have more news for you next time. Flexing those digital muscles now, it's time for your weekly roundup from On The Store. Attention all PlayStation Plus subscribers, this massive Reaper has got something to tell you. Thanks Reaper, you can die now. And you viewers can enjoy the nebula hopping delights of Mass Effect 3 at no extra cost to your Plus subscription, which means laser guns, sexy aliens and the best lens flare and film grain effects in the galaxy. You'd be mad as a Solarian scientist to miss it. Also out this week is a standalone release for the Uncharted 3 multiplayer, which, in case you left Drake on the shelf after finishing his incredible desert adventure, is predictably awesome in a zip-lining, fist-bumping, kick-to-the-chopsing kind of way. Bottom line, if you haven't stuck your toe in Uncharted 3's online waters yet, now is the perfect time to dive right in at the deep end. If scything your way through an alternative ancient China like a pre-dynastic meat grinder is more up your alley, then hooray for you, because Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires is also on the store. Happily, in addition to all the chopping, you get to engage in fun activities like backroom politics, putting eye patches on, and naming your kingdom something really silly. Anyway, swords! And finally, what better way to unwind on those long wintry commutes than by playing two of the best titles in PlayStation history on your PlayStation Vita? That's right, thanks to the Instant Game Collection, Metal Gear Solid HD is now available on the handheld at no extra cost for PlayStation Plus members, which is value as insane as Raiden is blonde. And Raiden's really blonde. That's it from the store for now. We'll have more digital wares for you next week. With God of War Ascension marching mercilessly towards a March the 15th release, the brutal blockbuster has been touring the UK at a series of game store lock-ins, with eager PlayStation gamers staying after hours to get an early taste of Kratos' latest adventure. We went along to the Hammersmith store to see how the monster Spartan was winning over the crowds.
The new graphics are really, really good, and the new gameplay with the chains, the way the chains work now, that's great too.
The cinematic cutscenes and the boss fights.
The action. Like, every time you go somewhere there's more action, like it doesn't stop.
Kratos is cool because, one, he's Greek, which means he's awesome. He's extremely angry all the time, and he doesn't, I can't swear.
Because he's unnecessarily bloody.
He's kind of a villain in the game, but he's sort of like the main character as well. I think is brilliant.
He doesn't take no nonsense from anybody.
Oh, you can always win the people over with a bit of dismemberment.
Favourite weapon?
The chains always have to be the favourite, don't they? The original.
Now, the favourite move is you hold L2 and you release some sort of rage, which destroys everything in your path, which is really good, I think.
When he jumps and he does the.
Thanks to everyone at Game in Hammersmith, and don't worry everyone else, God of War Ascension will be at all the stores from March the 15th.
15th of March, definitely, in my house, 100 million %.
The man we've got in Access All Areas this week needs no introduction, but here's a short one for you anyway. In a video interview as rare as diamond-coated stardust, may we present to you Mr. Metal Gear himself, Hideo Kojima. After winning him over with our bigger-than-sense boom mic, we asked the great man about Raiden's transformation from wet-eared hate magnet to cybernetic kicker of asses in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
ライデンから、ライデンが、プレイヤーがライデンになってプレイヤーから伝説のヒーローを客観的に見るっていう企画だったんですよ。だからMGS4 でその逆の手法を客観的に見せて、それは自分から客観的に見えるように、プレイヤブルじゃないので。 そういう手法を取ったところ、2と同じような逆の反応があってライデンがかっこいいと。当然触れない。でユーザーさんはそのかっこいいライデンを操りたいっていう意見があったので今回、ライジンを作ったのはそこにつながるわけです。やっぱり主人公っていうのはすごいいろんなものを背負っていろんな痛みとかも背負ってそれでも頑張るからユーザーもいろんな痛みとか悩みとかストレスがすごく痛みに耐えているキャラクターの方が、プレイヤー的にはいいのかなと思って毎回そうしてます。
A massive thanks to Kojima-san. Yes, you can tweet a picture of that mic now. And if you want to see this interview in full, then keep your eyes glued to youtube.com/PlayStationAccess, where we'll have a Hideo Kojima special very soon. In the meantime, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is out on PS3 right now. Go slice yourself some robot steak. With the announcement of PS4 and all the wonderful things it can do still fresh in our minds, certain members of the team have taken it upon themselves to replicate the console's makes everything look better technology in real life.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Guys. Look at this. Sony put me in the PS4.
That's amazing.
That is how it came out.
Look how much hair you've got. You look so youthful.
Rob, you've got abs.
That is, yeah, you're thin and like fit.
You hardly look anything like Alan Carr.
Yeah, he doesn't. Wait, are you not Alan Carr?
So he's not undercover? I've been telling people I know Alan Carr. Is that okay?
I don't know.
Rob? Alan?
Clearly, it only works on games. See you next week.